Good morning everyone, my name is Michelle. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to another video. It is Saturday morning, the 22nd of February. So some of you will have seen the video that I put out last night, my time, quite late, my time, which was a video potentially showing Sebastian Rogers in his neighbourhood at 12:17 AM on February 26th, 2024. It was put out by WSMV, News Channel 4, and it claimed that the PI, SF Investigate, Steve Fisher, had given them this video saying that if you look closely, there's a person in dark clothing walking in Sebastian's neighbourhood at 12:17 AM the night he disappeared. Said the person appears to hide behind a car when someone walks a dog nearby, and then the person takes off in the opposite direction, in the direction of the construction site. So most of you who saw my video said, I can't see anything at all. And some of you, rightly, have come into my comments saying that this was debunked. The sheriff's office have come out and said, no, not relevant to the investigation. Well, I caught that too. When I made the video, this correction hadn't been posted. So I put on my community wall the correction that law enforcement had in their possession the original video since 72 hours after Sebastian was reported missing. So for law enforcement, it wasn't a new video. After thoroughly investigating this lead, we determined that it has no relevance to the case. Okay, no relevance to the case. That would tell me that Sumner County Sheriff's Office have found the person that was walking in the neighbourhood at 12:17 AM and have determined that that person was not Sebastian. We don't know what Sumner County knows, do we? We don't know what we don't know. SF Investigators has made a couple of posts on Twitter. So this was shortly after the news piece came out. I'm currently on a search, so will not be commenting further today. However, the video that is being released was not supposed to be made public until next week. I never stated to WSMV that this could be the break. Never said that. During an interview, I only mentioned that we would like to know whether law enforcement had accounted for this individual at 12:17 AM, as we cannot account for them. So PI can't account for them. Law enforcement, Sumner County, have now come out and said we're aware of this person and it's not relevant to the investigation. So is that Sumner County saying that we've ascertained who this person is? You would think so. The screenshot I've seen from the news story uses a daylight overlay rather than the raw footage. I have not personally viewed the news video or read the news articles. I've only seen a single headline with a screenshot of the footage. However, I want to make it clear that I was not aware that this was being released today. I also want to make it clear that we provided this footage and other footage to TBI, Sumner County and EMA a few weeks ago. But for those of you who were not able to see anything, this is the footage as was released by WSMV4. And you can't see anything really at all. I've zoomed it in a little bit here. You see something when the figure passes this light source here, passes in front of this light. That's when you see it. Coming along now. There. Right there. Moving along. Right there. Now, I've brightened it up a little bit. And just show you that bit there. There they are. This is slowed down. So there's the person walking along. I do it once more. Even slower. So there's definitely a person out there. You see them walking along here as they pass this light source. So definitely a person. But Sumner County Sheriff's Office say that person there is not Sebastian. Not Sebastian. Okay, so SF has released another little bit of footage to answer a query. To those claiming that the surveillance footage released by the media shows a person walking a dog, that is not the case. The individual walking the dog appeared 5 minutes earlier. I have attached a portion of that clip for reference. Our entire point was to ensure that the 12:17 a.m. individual is not mistaken for the 12:12 a.m. person walking their dog. We have already spoken to the person walking the dog, and they are not even on the same street. They were walking on a street perpendicular to Kelling. Also, the clip shown by SMV was sped up by them. I thought it was. I slowed it down. The slowed down by 50%, which was the second clip you saw, seemed like normal walking pace to me. To clarify, the attached clip shows an individual exiting their front yard and walking their dog at 12:12 on a different street than Kelling. So the person who could possibly have been Sebastian was walking on Kelling. This is a different person than the 12:12 individual. All right, so let's watch this. I haven't actually watched this. The person walking their dog coming out of their house. All right, I'm not seeing anything right now. Ah, there. Possibly. So a light comes on there. I'm not actually sure that I see anything at all in this clip. You have to watch these things like 1 trillion times to basically catch anything. So light comes on there. I think that's... So light comes on. So this is 12:12 according to SF investigators. Someone coming out, going to walk their dog. And then the 12:17 person seems to try to avoid them and then goes on their merry way. But Sumner County say that it's not relevant to the investigation. Once again, here it is. This is the correction. I'd like Sumner County to actually come out and tell us some stuff. Given that Sebastian will have been missing 1 year in just 4 days' time, I'm hoping Sumner County come and give us an update. Or TBI comes and give us an update. Somebody come and give us an actual update. Law enforcement has had possession of the original video since 72 hours after Sebastian was reported missing. After thoroughly investigating this lead, we determined that it has no relevance to the case. So an individual walking, avoiding the dog walker at 12:17, heading towards the construction site is not relevant to the case. Okay then. Alright, who's that person? Asking for a friend.